What's going on? How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining the live stream. My name is Steve Kaplan. I am the founder of Click Then Convert, and I'm a bit of a noob on the live stream front, so I hope everyone can hear me right now. We'll get started in just a second. All right, let's go. So, what is this? Today, I'm going to show you something that I've been working on since ChatGPT came out. I've tested over 200 different AI tools. I put AI at the end of my name so I could own the first page of Google, Steve Kaplan AI. Check me out. That has nothing to do with this, but I'm very passionate about AI, and I'm here to share with you content that there's several newsletters that I subscribe to that have charged and created courses that are much less impactful than what I'm about to share with you guys. Um, this is a process that you can use. There's going to be about several different AI tools. There's going to be around 10 different AI tools that we're going to use, and this is going to be a three-part series for the AI content waterfall. The first part, we're going to we're going to ideate with AI, and then we're going to create a blog. We're going to create a podcast without using your voice. We're going to create some content for all the social networks using one tool, and we're going to lay the foundation for the content to create all the rest of the content for the content waterfall. So what is the content waterfall? We're going to produce at least 15 pieces of unique content. There's going to be around 26 total pieces of content and 12 different content types. So we've got YouTube, we've got a YouTube podcast, we've got presentations, we've got Twitter threads and threads. You can use the same on both, but you can also use different ones. And it will take a couple of seconds to produce them. A blog post, and that's where it all starts. We're going to make Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube videos, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn posts, LinkedIn newsletter, and a few TikToks. They're all going to be created in a way that the base foundation of this content is really, 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 really good. And I am a proponent of AI in that it will help us. It will serve human beings. It will empower you to do your job better. And if you're not using AI, it's not going to take your job, but somebody who can use AI is going to take your job eventually. So, and as the AI gets smarter and we as humans learn how to interact with it better, and automate, tie things together like I'm going to show you. I call it the content waterfall because you're going to be able to produce all this content in a very short period of time and get it all live, and you can really go nuts with this. So let's proliferate the internet with AI content. Ready? Let's go. Here we go. So we're gonna start with what else but ChatGPT. And there's one little twist here. This is a topical authority generator plugin for ChatGPT. It's I'm sorry, this is not a plugin. This is an instance of ChatGPT. Okay, so it has preloaded in it instructions, so you don't have to do much. You have to use your brain here when we enter the information. So as I said, I'm the founder of Click Then Convert. We are about to launch a campaign for irresponsible advertising and teach people how to use, namely Google, Facebook, and TikTok way, way better. If you want information about that, reach out to me. But this particular post is going to be the whole content waterfall is going to be surrounded by the first topic that we pick, and it's going to evolve from there. So this topical authority generator gives us 10 ideas based on one principle or foundation. So I want to talk about Google Ads Performance Max. I think it's a very impactful advertising channel that Google has that's a nice mix of all the Google products, and it gives you access not only for to sell more through shopping channels and more products. It gives you the opportunity to generate leads. We've generated thousands and thousands of leads with Performance Max campaigns. So um, this is this is by no means part of the content waterfall, but just some basic background. You should go through this thought process of what you're doing and why you need this content. Because again, this process, it doesn't take that long, but you want to make sure that we're feeding good information in. So we're going to pick from this list. So I put in Google Ads Performance Max. There's just that. And then it's going to give me 10 different topics, and I'm going to pick from one of these topics. So I picked number 8, which is optimizing Performance Max campaigns. So I just tell it number 8, and then it gives me 30 different ideas surrounding this one content hub of optimizing Performance Max campaigns. And we can do that for all of them if we want to. Your brain should be coming up with thousands of ways to use the applications of what I'm doing as I go through this, because this is really good. I can say, as a media buyer and someone who's a Google Ads expert and has managed millions of dollars in spend, and knows what we're supposed to do and what dials we're supposed to turn, I would confidently say that I'm on the level with ChatGPT when it comes to how much we know about Google Ads. I know more than ChatGPT, because ChatGPT could never go inside of Google Ads and use Google Ads and study the data. So it's important to use our brain and read all of these and pick a really good one, because some of them are very basic. I found a good one down here that's kind of generalized, like maximizing ROAS. So how do you get the most return on ad spend from your Google Performance Max campaigns? So I picked this, and then we're going to take it to step 2 here. Here we go. So there's 2 tools that we can use for step 2. Now, why aren't we using ChatGPT? There are thousands, maybe tens of thousands of AI writer tools out there. I am so active on newsletters and testing these tools that I'm confident that the 2 options that I'm giving you here are the absolute 2 best options in the on planet Earth right now. I challenge anyone to bring 2 better tools to crank out the highest quality content for blogs specifically, that will always pass AI tests. And not only that, but produce really good content and images along with it. So we have Koala Writer. This is the simplest option. The link to all of these tools is in the description. You can start with Koala Writer, or you can start with ZimWriter. ZimWriter is a desktop application, and it is very comprehensive. Matt Zimmerman is an absolutely incredible developer, and this tool is unlike anything anywhere out there. It's $169 lifetime. Unless you raise the price, I highly suggest you get this tool. If you're interested in content production, if you're interested in generative AI, if you're interested in those 2 things specifically, and you really want to do it right, you should get this tool. There are so many functions and applications of this tool that you should go through the tutorial if you use it, which is why I'm going to show you Koala Writer. Let's keep it simple. Koala Writer has a lot of the same features as ZimWriter. ZimWriter is better for rewriting and bulk writing SEO articles, and even just basic seed content for websites. But Koala Writer can crank out some incredible stuff. So so as you'll see as I go through here, these options are the latest technology right now. The day that I'm doing this broadcast, this is upgraded and already has GPT-4 Turbo access. We're going to create a blog post, and our target keyword, if I go back and grab my my title from ChatGPT, we'll just put, so I'm going to put in here it was maximizing ROAS, but I'm gonna go with something a little more specific. Uh, so maximizing. Okay, that's basically what the topic was. So I just pulled that over here. And the target keywords should be um, the topic. More than a keyword, it should be the topic. Because you're going to see it will weave your SEO into here. This is new, and I do have it set up. I can automatically post this to my website, and you can add around 800 websites in here. This tool is $49 a month, by the way. Very inexpensive for what it can do. So you can automatically post this to your blog, and it will interlink it accordingly throughout your site, instead of outlinking to another site. You can automatically add images and videos in here. I typically just do images, and 15 of them, because if I do videos and it's my own content, I don't necessarily want to cross promote somebody else's stuff inside of my content. But you can also use videos, or you can use both. And you can select the size and the type that you want. I want 3D renderings. The article length, we can select as long as we want, or we can just let it run. This can go really long. I've gotten so these articles are very. I'm going to show you one of them, and we would stick with that. So SEO good, if for the tone of voice, SEO optimized. That's what we want. And then point of view, I like to do this second person, but you know what that is. Just read how you want to talk to your audience. Use real-time data. It can surf the net and find either scholarly or just regular documentation out there live on the internet about this topic. We can automatically create an outline. We can put into here FAQs and key takeaways at the top. There's some advanced options, but if you have this turned on, if you are automatically interlinking to your site here, then you don't have to mess with the advanced options. It's very easy to link your site. You go into your account, and this works with WordPress. So I don't know what else it works with, but it works with WordPress. You go into your account. Actually, if you have questions about how to set this up, it's super simple. You go into your account settings, and then you have to go into your WordPress with your WordPress admin, and grab your secret key and your app key, and you have to put your login into here. So, and then I'm going to create the outline. So I have one here, and so this is what it would produce, 2,917 words. So, oh, sorry about that. All right. So we're gonna go through this. Obviously, we're gonna read what it wrote. I can already tell you, and looking at the pictures too, like the text is bad and stuff, but like this looks cool. It's very, very well written. Very well written, with strategic links dropped throughout into my website. So it's interlinking in my website based on my sitemap. This is a very smart tool, and it produces fantastic content. The quality of this content is GPT-4, the latest and greatest. So, and I'm confident that every time ChatGPT rolls out a new release, these guys are going to be on the cutting edge of it. So as you can see, like this is a very detailed article, and it goes into, it's put this in a logical order, and it's also dove into different parts of Performance Max for different types of businesses, different bidding strategies for different types of businesses. And this isn't just basic top level information. This is really good quality. This is really good detailed quality, actionable items in some instances, that you can act upon. So great content that we got. Now we have the blog post. Now this blog post is a foundation for everything else. So I'm going to come back up here. If you're connected to WordPress, you can create the draft, and now it's been linked inside of this draft already to pages on my website, and now I've got a draft inside of WordPress that I can publish. You don't have to do that part like this. You can copy this. So just copy the whole thing. We copied the whole thing. And let me show you what it would look like if you did do that. So this is the blog post. This is actually a different blog post. As you can see, it was published quite a while ago, but this is how it comes out. So you got it starts with the introduction and then the key takeaways. And as you can see, it looks very, very similar to what we just looked at. It's got H2s, it's got an H1, it's got images tagged properly throughout. It's got some of this is really exciting. So we are going to take this content now, and we are going to go into Wondercraft AI. This is an AI podcast tool so that you can use your own voice, but you have to bring it into here. But from here, we're going to create a podcast with a very professional voice from the content that we just generated from AI. So here we go. You have to come into Wondercraft and set your podcast up. I'm not going to go through that part. It's really easy. You just upload a thumbnail and fill out the information in there and give it some info to work with about your company. And then the episode name can be exactly the same thing. So I'm going back to ChatGPT. I'm taking the topic, and I just overwrote everything that I copied from Koala. That's fine. Do we need help preparing the script? Yes, use the AI. Okay, so now, what do you want to talk about? Now, this is a little time consuming because we have to come back here. We copy this, right? We're coming back into Wondercraft, and we're gonna paste this in here. So now you can't you can't do this with all in one section because the section only has 2,000 words. And I just realized that when I dumped this in here, it dumped it in as markup, which I do not want. So if you run into that issue, all you have to do is open a Word doc and paste this. Let me grab my Word. Just give me one sec. Where are we at? There's also well, let's just do it like this because Word's taking a while to open. So we can just do Markdown. We can do a Markdown editor. There's a really good one that's free. And where are we at? Is that it? This might be it. Let's see. This is a good one. So we just take what I just copied that from Koala and I'm pasting it in here. Okay? So now we reformatted it in here, and it's fine that it has the pictures. We're just gonna take this back out of here. Right? I just copied it again. Go back into Wondercraft and start over from there. There we go. Now all the brackets and all the markdown is gone from here. We still have to break this up. So it's 2,000 word sections. And so this is not your podcast script, okay? This is the background information that's going to make an incredible script. So we're going to fast forward to that because I'm not going to sit here and break this all down. But what you want to do is you want to up this to 5 minutes and then break this down as best you can, 2,000 words at a time. So this is 2 sections. So let's see if I can actually do this part, just so you can see the next step. I'll just break it in half and see if it works. If it doesn't, we're gonna pop ahead. And if you have questions, you can always comment on this video. Okay, so now we're going to add another section. Same thing. There we go. Now there's still error here, so we need a third section. Let me just take some of this. And there we go. Third section coming at you. Increase this to 5 minutes. No more errors. We got text. We can also use URLs for the content. That's new. And kind of incredible because we can just drop URLs in here now and it'll make a podcast for us. So we don't even need this part of the content waterfall now. That it can just do it for us. We can take it from our competitor's site. But I highly suggest you get your creative juices flowing and you use ChatGPT and the topical authority generator, and then you use Koala and write this. If you don't want a blog post though, you can skip ahead to this part. So now we generated the script. And I'm going to go back to where this is already created. There we go. All right. So this is a slightly different episode name. As I mentioned, this content that was on the site started from here, started from this topic. So the process is the same, but it started from here, and that's the blog post that we're actually using is on the site here. So that's where this came from, and if you actually want to listen to it, I'll also put that link in here. But see, we've got this all broken down already, and I'll actually walk through the process with you. So I had already pasted all this in here, broke it down, hopefully changed all these, and we're gonna have quite a nice podcast from this. This is how much content I had from my blog post, and then so we generate the script. I don't want to overwrite it. I don't want to overwrite anything. So we generate the script, and then we get to the next scene here. So if you want to, you can now add your own voice, and you can add music to this. So I have my soundtracks that I like in here, but I'm not going to add them right now because I use them for a lot of different things. But there's a huge library in here, and you can just you can look through this. Hopefully it's bigger on your screen. They changed this layout a little bit, but there's tons of music here and voiceovers as well. So you can use your own voice if you'd like, or you can use one of their voices. So they've got a lot. All right. Okay. So we got the script now. And just for the fun of it, so remember, this is the source content from my blog post, and this is my the actual podcast that was created. So it turned a blog post into spoken word, which has to be a little different, right? Like we can't just turn a blog post into a podcast, or can we? Just for fun, let's listen to this.
Join us as we explore foundational elements such as leveraging good data, optimizing systems and processes.
I'm starting it over. Let's listen to this. I think you can hear it now.
Welcome to the DeedC AI podcast, your go-to source for e-commerce news, reviews, case studies, and expert guidance on achieving hypergrowth for your direct-to-consumer DTC business. Join us as we explore foundational elements such as leveraging good data, optimizing systems and processes, and implementing battle-tested strategies, walkthroughs, and tactical...
That's the intro, actually. Okay, here's the content. So this intro was also created by AI because of the way that I described this podcast. And this is the actual content. So it took the blog post and turned it into spoken word. in my spoken word. I'm generating this right now so you can hear it.
Imagine a world where managing your e-commerce advertising campaigns across multiple platforms is as easy as a few clicks. That world is here thanks to Google Performance Max. With the power of Google's machine learning, Performance Max campaigns optimize your ads for maximum performance and reach.
Okay, does it sound like me? Yes. Is it super engaging? No. Can I market this properly with tags and the right headline and the right description of my content so that more people listen to the podcast? Yes. Are they going to know that it's AI? Probably. But this is, there's when I listen to people like Alex Hermozi, and he says that he did 200 episodes of his podcast before they started ranking. And Gary Vee did videos for 2 years about wine, and nobody listened to him. Nobody knew who he was. They didn't care. You gotta put the work in. Now AI is gonna help us, but we gotta do a podcast. We gotta do regular podcasts. We gotta do regular content production, because if we don't do it regularly, then this will be a fun activity, but it's not gonna produce results like we want. So here we are. We have a podcast now. So we got all this audio. We got to set this up on each section. Just put your speaker in there and your soundtrack in there, and then we're gonna go and have a listen to everything, and then we're gonna publish it and share it. So this is 35 minutes long. So now when we go to publish, listen, I'm gonna publish this right now. Podcast translation, publish and share. All right, cool. So we have to go to the podcast publishing page and publish your podcast, but we don't have to do that. This is where you can share it so they can go straight to this episode, but we don't need to publish it with Wondercraft. We are going to do that with Buzzsprout, but not yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, so take a step back. I want to download this audio. Okay, so I downloaded this audio. Now, I didn't actually do it, but I've downloaded this audio, and we're gonna move to the third tool. Okay, so now we got a blog post, we got a podcast that we didn't actually record, but we had some involvement with to get going, and we're gonna move on to my favorite AI tool right now. I love this thing. It's called Cast Magic, and what it will do is, so you come into Cast Magic, and you can set up these spaces, and then inside of these spaces, you'll have your recordings. And so what happens when you upload a recording? Let's show you. Okay, so if I want to import audio or video, I can do all this. So I can import from a RSS audio or video. I didn't even know you could do that, actually. I didn't even know that's possible, to feed audio and visual data through an RSS feed. Okay, cool. Well, we have other options, and we're going to use Zapier at some point. Here's a teaser, because part 3 is going to be automating all of this and what's in part 2. For now, we're just going to upload our file. So we uploaded our file, and then it's going to create a line item like this, and then we're going to go into it. And we are going to, we're going to get the transcript first. So the whole transcript is here now. We can download this transcript because it's easier to download it here than it is over in Wondercraft. We can download the transcript with or without timestamps. And so you may want to have that just to go through here, and you might want to use this for everywhere else in other content, just for ideation or whatever, but it's all staying here. And the cool thing in here is this AI content section. So you can set your settings in here, and you can go through, and you'll have keywords, You'll have titles. You'll have an introduction, a time-stamped overview, key topics and bullets. This one's really important for part 2 that we're going to get into. And then you got a newsletter here built into this. And you got quotes, hooks, and timestamps. We don't really need this section. We have a reel script, so you can now record a reel, but we're going to do that later. But this will come in handy. And we got a LinkedIn post already now, a Twitter thread, and a thread. And then questions. So, and here's a thread by Instagram. So now we have a thread and a Twitter thread. And so you can interact with this. You can ask it to make you a report. You can go into the Magic Chat, and this is a really cool chat because it has all the information from your audio. And so you can just like, here we go. Let's just do this. Well, we could actually create a blog post from here. So if you started in Wondercraft, see if you can keep up with me. If you started in Wondercraft and used URLs, then we can put that in here, and now we have a blog post. So that's a pretty cool twist. It's a waterfall. It's a content waterfall because when the water comes down, there's no containing it. There's no organizing it. Like this is for your imagination to run wild with, because this is content enough for every channel and medium. So I'm gonna go through and show you at the end. We'll post everything in the third video. Now, by all means, you can jump ahead and post. And I use Postly.ai. That wasn't part of this video, but I used Postly.ai to get everything live. So if you want to jump ahead and start using all this content, like by all means, I don't care if you use Postly. You can use Hootsuite, Buffer, whatever you want. It just has to be a scheduling tool that can schedule across as many platforms as possible, so that you're using this content, adjusting your content one time and posting everywhere. I really love this, and it's very affordable. So let's come back into Cast Magic. All right, so now we got the recording, and we have everything ready to go for next steps. And we're going to come into Buzzsprout and finish this first part of the content waterfall. So we got episodes here. So again, Buzzsprout is so you can distribute your podcast everywhere. Highly recommended. Wondercraft, I think, is starting to do some of this, but I'm not sure. So I highly recommend you use Buzzsprout for what we're going to go through here. So I can upload another episode. I got to go back to my podcasts. All right. This is my podcast. There's 6 episodes in here. There we go. PMAX for Ecom, Beyond the Basics. All right. Now this title came from the AI content, and I went through and looked at these titles, and so now I have some even cooler titles that I can use, and so that's what went into the title here. I do want to take those stray quotes out. Save and update. Okay, it's already published. It was published a long time ago. So let's see. So what is this? Like what are we doing here? I'm going to, so when you upload this episode, it spits all this out. It spits the description out, and it gives you the recording, and then all you're gonna do is with Buzzsprout is distribute this. So the episode's live right now, but let's see if we can do it from scratch. I don't think we're gonna do it from scratch because again, let's see. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go to directories. So we got to get listed on here, and then when we share it, it can share to all of these at the same time. So our podcast is showing up everywhere, all over the internet. I should definitely get listed here, but I think this is an easy process in the beginning, and you can automatically connect to a bunch of these, specifically Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music. As far as I know, these are the two largest podcast distributors. Maybe Spotify and iHeartRadio is up there too. But this is so that you can just distribute this, and then all your podcast info is in here. And you can also design with Canva for your podcast artwork, so that's cool. If you didn't do that when you created this inside of Wondercraft, you can do it here. And then you set all these settings and save the podcast info. Okay, so you get a Buzzsprout site, but again, don't forget about the directories. That's the whole reason we're in here. So you can now share this here and customize it a little bit. So looks pretty nice without doing much. If you get a couple of episodes rocking and you put your socials in there, and then you can share this. So I will also share this particular podcast in the description if you want to have a look at how and hear how it turned out. I will share that as well. Share page. All right. So I think that covers everything for today. I wanted to touch base on what's next and then what's after that. So next time on part 2, let me show a little teaser here. This is the structure of the content waterfall. So if you want to, you can jump ahead and try to do all this yourself. But this is our content map. This is the final amount of content that we're going to have, and it's missing TikTok. And these are all the tools we're going to use. And so we got through the blog, Wondercraft, Buzzsprout, Cast Magic. We have our LinkedIn post in there. The YouTube video is part of the package of what was produced inside of Wondercraft. Let's go back over there. I want to show you that. Da-da-da. All right. I'm just going to publish this for fun. And then I'm already linked here, so this is good. But I want to... Okay. As far as I know, there's a couple of... there's a couple of videos that get created somewhere so that you can do a video podcast. If you have questions about that, leave them in the comments. But that's what we're going to go through in video 2, and then in video 3. Video 3, we're going to automate everything. So if you thought that was powerful, I hope you did. And now you see how much base content we have and where we can take this thing. It's just the beginning of this because everything can be automated. So I have a LinkedIn viral poster bot, for example. And this automatically posts to me to LinkedIn periodically. I don't do any of the ideation. If someone comments, I get involved. I want people to comment. But it produces content that good. So on the third episode, I'll teach you about Make. I'll teach you about these integrations. I'll tell you where I got this brilliant idea and the source, so that if you want to go purchase these bots and configure them all for yourself, you can do that. But practical application of automation is what we're after. We don't just want to automate everything because some of these bots are fairly useless. But automation is the key. And so the third video, we will automate everything in the content waterfall. This is a process that I don't have laid out yet. So I'll be working on that, and I will share it with you all when we get that done. It'll be on that third video. If you have any questions or comments, or I missed anything, or left anything out, or you thought something was senseless and mindless, please let me know in the comments. If you thought it was fantastic, I would love your feedback. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And thank you if you joined me on the live stream. I appreciate you. Again, my name is Steve Kaplan. I'm the founder of Click Then Convert. And let's put an end to irresponsible advertising and crank out enough AI content that you will become a celebrity. Thanks for watching.